So I need a plumber right now for my house, and I'm gonna be calling a number. So let's see who responds. This should be interesting.
Hey, this is Jake from Quick Fix Plumbing. How can I help you today?
Hi there, I have a leak under my sink, and I need a plumber right now.
Oh, got it. Let's get you sorted as quickly as possible. Can I have your address, please?
Yeah, sure. My address is 123 Main Street.
Perfect, thanks. Could you please tell me your name? Also, I'll try to get a plumber out there as soon as possible. When would you like the appointment?
Uh, Actually, the time would be 9 p.m. I think 9 p.m. is a convenient time for me. And my name is Oscar, by the way.
Please hold on a moment while I book your appointment. All right, Oscar. Your appointment for a plumber at 123 Main Street has been confirmed for 9 p.m. today. If you need any further assistance, just give me a shout.
Yeah, thank you for that. Also, can I get a code actually? Like, how much would be the price be? Like, an estimate would be nice, I think.
Sure, pricing depends on the issue. For minor leaks, costs start at around $180, but the plumber will assess it and give you an exact quote during the visit. You've got the appointment booked, so they'll check it out for you. Does that work for you?
Yeah, it is. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Bye bye. So this was an AI actually, an AI voice assistant on the phone call, and I built this AI voice assistant, and this is meant for plumbers. So they get a lot of inbound calls, and I think that this is something that would be beneficial for them. Anyways, if I head over to the CRM right now, you can also see that uh, the AI has also successfully captured all the information, such as my name, my number, the service type, leak repair, the time for which the appointment was booked. I think we can modify that to make it more uh, convenient for us, and then the address, and then the booking status. And also, as you can see, this is the main appointment. Like, I asked for 9 p.m. and it has successfully was able to sync to my calendar and book the appointment. Now, if you're a plumber and you're wondering how this might actually help your business, then I got a few key points that I'd like to go through over here. So this is the age of AI, and a lot is happening right now. So these kinds of voices are going to take over the entire industry by storm, especially in 2025. Now, what is the main advantages of having an AI voice assistant like this in your business? You'll never miss a lead at all. This will be available 24/7. So let's say whenever lead calls you anytime, let's say even after hours, it will be able to respond to that lead immediately, and it will ensure that all the leads are qualified. The appointment booking system is also automated over here, meaning you don't have to lift a finger over here during this entire process. The AI will be available on its own, and it will be handling everything on your behalf. And you don't even have to hire a receptionist or maybe a VA for this at all. The response time is a lot faster over here. It can engage with customers immediately, increasing the chances of closing jobs, and it will be able to handle multiple calls at once. This voice assistant is capable of handling 10 calls simultaneously. So if 10 people calls this number at the same time, then it will be able to respond to all of these 10 numbers at once. And this is actually pretty insane. And then it also reduces administrative work, definitely improves the customer experience because the speed is key over here, and you don't want to be losing out to your customers because you were just late to answer the phone call, right? And this is a very common issue in every industry, and AI is definitely changing that using voice assistant like these ones. I can also send you instant notifications over here. Now, I can also show you an example of what just happened right now. So the phone call that I just had with the AI, it has also sent me an email. So as you can see, here's my customer name, the service type, the address, the appointment date and time. All of that is over here. So let's say if the AI books an appointment for you, for your business, then you'll be able to keep track of all the things that are happening in the CRM. Especially, let's say 100 people are calling your number, then you'll be able to keep track of all of these numbers, and how the AI is actually handling those calls over here in the CRM. And also, you'll be receiving emails when a call has been successfully handled, just like this one. Okay. Now, I really hope it makes sense. Now, this is also a very cost-effective option, and this definitely eliminates the need for a full-time receptionist, reducing overhead costs. And this is also customizable and scalable, meaning you can connect this to any CRM you want. I'm using Airtable for now, but you can use Google Sheets or maybe GoHighLevel, any CRM you want. Okay, so in this video I'll be using this four platforms for creating this AI voice assistant. First, I'll be using VAPI. This is one of my go-to platforms for building AI voice assistants. And then I'll be using Make to build the logical operations in the backend. So let's say for transferring the information to the CRM, for analyzing the calls, for booking the appointments. And I'll be using Airtable as the main CRM. But like I said, we can use any CRM of our choice, okay, using Make.com. Now, if you're a plumber and you're looking to implement AI into your business, then I have created a completely free guide for you guys. It's a 6 to 7 page document, and this document goes through all the concerns that you might have, such as do I need to implement AI? What is AI, and how can I actually implement AI into my business? How will this actually help my business grow or maybe save time? It will answer all of your questions in this document. I'm pretty sure you'll find this valuable. And also, if you're a business owner, let's say you run a home service business or any type of business, and you want to implement this kind of AI voice solutions into your business, then you can book a free strategy call with me in the description down below. Now, without further ado, let's hop right into the tutorial. All right. All right. So we will be starting off with VAPI. And if you haven't signed up for VAPI, or if you're using VAPI for the first time, then you can just head over to vapi.ai, create a free account within 2 minutes, and then set up your account. It's very easy to set up. And once you've done doing all of that, you'll be able to see a dashboard like this one. This is where we'll be creating our AI voice assistant. And yeah, now this is the main system prompt over here. This is the brain of the voice system, let's say. This is where you'll be providing all the relevant instructions, such as how the bot should behave and how it should respond to the conversations, or let's say interact with the customers. Okay, so this is the very first message that the AI will speak, the bot will speak basically. Hey, this is Jake from Quick Fix Plumbing. You can just give your company name over here and just assign it with a name. I just like to give the bots a name because this keeps the conversations more personalized and natural. All right. So, hey, this is Jake from Quick Fix Plumbing. How can I help you today? Now, this is a role, so we're basically assigning it a role over here, that you are this guy from this company and your role is to do this and this, and you should behave like this. If you can identify over here, this is how it's going. So you can apply this for your own business like this way. So you are Jake, an AI voice assistant for Quick Fix Plumbing, a professional plumbing service. You're also answer calls and assist customers of that. So, and then we're going off with when a customer describes their issue, gather key details such as the type of problem, the location, the preferred appointment, and any additional concerns. And if you want to collect more information, then you can like just add more instructions over here. Okay. So yeah, now once you collect this information, confirm the appointment and execute the function set appointment. This is basically a tool, or let's say a function, which will be executed once someone wants to book an appointment and all the information has been collected. Okay, I'll go through this in depth after a few minutes. Now this is the set of guidelines, or let's say a set of specific instructions that the bot should strictly follow. So keep responses short and to the point, because as we are in a phone call, so we don't want the responses to be lengthy. Otherwise it will kill the flow of the conversation, definitely. Now, if the customer is unsure about a time, offer flexible options. If asked about pricing, pricing depends on the issue. You can completely adjust this dialogue over here according to how you usually react with your customers, respond to your customers. So yeah, now if the issues are urgent, prioritize booking the soonest available time. And you may incorporate natural speech elements like stuttering, hesitations, and pauses. This instruction is to make the uh, AI voice bot as natural as possible. Okay, so if the bot stutters or let's say hesitates in the middle of the conversation, it will be very hard to distinguish if it's actually a human or not. I mean, it's really hard to distinguish anyways from a human. So yeah, but this actually makes the conversation a lot more natural. Okay, so I've also provided an example conversation over here. You can just see that I've provided a small script over here, and I'm just giving the bot an example of how the conversations usually go. And I've also added a small note section over here that make sure to ask for the user's name when trying to book the appointment. If you have added additional instructions that I think the bot should react like this or behave like this, it should do this, this, and this, then you can also like just add add the set of instructions over here in the notes section. Okay. By the way, you'll be able to find this prompt in the description down below in my resource hub. Okay. You will also be able to access all the templates that I'll be using in this video absolutely for free. All right, so now that we're done with the system prompt, you can actually customize this the way you want just by following the structure of the prompt. And if you're struggling with that to provide the information of your company, you can just discuss this with ChatGPT and then provide this prompt to ChatGPT and ask that I want to implement the information for my company into this system prompt, and ChatGPT will do that for you. So we'll be using the ChatGPT 4.0 model for this because as this is a voice conversation, as we will be implementing this in real time, and it will be engaging with leads that will be booking appointments. So this is directly connected to the revenue of a business, right? So in that case, we don't want to take any risk, and we want to use the smartest model possible. And in my opinion, ChatGPT 4.0 does that just fine. All right. Now for ChatGPT, like if you want, but if you're looking for a faster response, then you can go for ChatGPT 4.0 mini. But for voice assistants, I think ChatGPT 4.0 is the best option right now. So for transcriber, I'm using DeepGram Nova 2 model, and the voice I'm using Will. I think the Will's voice is pretty good in 11 labs. So yeah, I'm using the Turbo 2.5 model, and these are my settings right now. You can just copy this accordingly in your VAPI account. It'll take a second, and I just turn on. I have this function turned on because I want the bot to end the call on its own, of course, when necessary. So yeah, this is the function that I've set up, and I'm gonna be heading over to the tools function over here. All right, guys. So this is the tool that I've created. The name of the tool is set appointment, and as you can see, this tool will be used to book an appointment. Run this tool whenever the user has provided enough information on themselves, including the date and time for which he or she would like to book the appointment. Now, I have included two parameters over here. One is the lead information and the other one is booking time. So if you can see, this will contain the exact phrase the user for which the user would like to book an appointment. Previously, I was using a different description for this because let's say I want to book an appointment for like 15th November at 2 p.m. Let's just say. So it would have to capture the exact date and time to capture this appointment. But in a natural conversation, usually what people say is, I would like to book an appointment for Wednesday at 2 p.m. So yeah. Now, most of the time, people do not mention the exact date they would like to book an appointment because we're not aware of that mostly. So they usually say that, how about next Friday at 2 p.m. So in that case, we have to capture the exact phrase that they're asking for to book the appointment, right? And yeah, now this will contain information on the list such as their name, email, and address. So we're just basically capturing all the uh, basic information of the lead over here, and we are providing the webhook URL over here for our make.com automation scenario. Webhook URL is connected with this module, and this webhook URL is connected with this entire scenario, and this scenario is completely responsible for booking appointments. Okay, so I'll be coming to this part very soon, but let me just finish what's happening over here. Now there is nothing much to show, but I just added that please hold on a moment while I book your appointment. So this is when this function will be executed. Let's say I want to book an appointment, and during the process of when the bot is booking the appointment, it will basically spit out this message that please hold on a moment while I book your appointment. I hope that makes sense. So this is a tool function, and you'll have to create this manually by just heading over to tools and then create tool, and then you can just copy the information that I've put out over here, and yeah, you can just set this up within no time. Now once it's done, um, we'll be heading over to this appointment setter section, and I'll be describing the entire process of what's going on over here. I might not go through this in depth because I have explained this a lot of time in my channel. You can just go through my other videos where I have explained this entire process and how it works. Okay, so I use this scenario, or I use this template a lot in my voice assistants because this is really helpful. And this scenario is basically responsible for booking appointments. So let's say I want to book an appointment. So it will trigger the function during the call on VAPI, and then VAPI will send out the information such as the date and time, the lead information, which is basically this these parameters basically. It will send all this information, the lead info, the booking time, all of that, and then it will be sent to this webhook URL, this one, which is basically this webhook URL. If you can see, yep, this is the same URL. So it will send all the information over here, and then I've created a ChatGPT module, and what it'll do is basically it will just analyze the phrase such as Wednesday at 2 p.m. and then uh, it will send the that and then it will convert that phrase. So let's say Wednesday at 2 p.m. it will convert that specific phrase into an ISO format by matching the today's current date and time, and then it will convert that phrase Wednesday at 2 p.m. into a specific formatted date, which is ISO 8601. And why are we converting that into a specific format? It's because make only supports date and time which are in this ISO 8601 format. You can just now this model will be responsible for checking if the selected time for which the user wanted to book an appointment is available or not. All right. So let's say they wanted to book an appointment for 2 p.m. So it's going to check out at 2 p.m. So 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. If there's any event available, then that means this slot is booked, right? So let's say it's empty, like the slot is empty. So it will successfully create an appointment over here. So it will go over through this path, and you can see that I've also set up a filter over here, and it will go through this path, and then it will send out a response that great, your appointment has been booked. So this response will be sent directly to the call. Right. So let's say the user wanted to book an appointment, the set appointment function gets triggered, it will send the information to the webhook, and then it will create the event over here, and then it will send out this response directly in during the call. All right. So let's say let's say that the slot was not available, unfortunately. So what it'll do is it'll check for the next 24 hours, or let's say for the next 6 hours or 1 or 2 hours. You can adjust it accordingly, but for this specific setup I'm using 24 hours. So it will take for the next 24 hours for which slot is actually free. Okay, I hope it makes sense. It will basically check for the next 24 hours which slot is actually free, and then it will it will just gather all the slots which are booked, and then store this somewhere, which will be in this JSON module, right? So, and then it will find the alternate times over here which are basically available. Okay, so we are using this chat gpt module. Like if you go through this over here, by the way, if you're using this module for the first time, then you will have to head over to open AI assistance API, and then set up a billing system, and well, like you can add maybe $2 or $3 to this, and you'll be able to successfully use this module. Okay, I hope this was helpful. Now, as you can see, we have two system prompts over here. By the way, you can find this entire template that I'm using right now in this video. You can find this entire template in the resource hub of this video. Right, just head over to this description and you'll find this in the resource hub, and you don't have to just merely write this all over by yourself. Okay, you can just simply import this prompt. Just click over here and just import the prompt, and you're good to go. Anyways, all right, so please recommend an available time range for booking within the plumber's working hours. So we're just mentioning the plumber's working hours, and we are finding out the alternate time zones for which the plumber will be available. And we got the information from over here, of course, like I explained previously. And once this ChatGPT model gives us the alternate time zones available, the time slots that are available, basically this ChatGPT model will basically create a message that will be sent during the call. As you can see over here, a user has just recommend time slots that they can book. Please tell the user very simply in few sentences the time range for booking. Here is the date and time recommendation, and this is the output which came from this model. Basically coming from this model, and this basically includes the time ranges which are basically available. All right, so this is going to create a message similar to this one, that unfortunately your chosen time slot is available. However, we can offer you this time ranges instead, like anytime between this time and this time, this time and this time. So let's say 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. or 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Right? So yeah, it's basically going to just see which slot is it's going to check for the next 24 hours which slots are booked, and then it's going to send out all this information over here, and using this information it's going to find out the times which are available, and then it's going to send this information over here to this module, and this module will process all the information and then create a message that, sorry, this time is actually booked, but we can book an appointment for you at this time and this time, and This will be sent as an output over here, and this data will be sent directly to the call. I hope it makes sense. But if you still have any questions, you can just knock me up in my LinkedIn. Comment down any questions you have, and I'll help you out. Now, this is another scenario that you guys will have to work out with if you want to analyze the transcript of your calls, if you want to actually add a CRM. If you don't want to add a CRM, that you will not need this. Now, we'll be sending this information over from this webhook, which, let's say, what is it? Okay, so let's say what advanced. So, as you can see over here, if you scroll down, this is where we'll be creating a server URL. So we'll be connecting this to a webhook, and once we do that, we'll be able to send some information such as our transcript of the entire call, which is very important actually, because if we want to send the information to the CRM, then we need to collect specific pieces of information from the call, right? So this scenario will help us do just that. So as you can see, this is the basically the exact same webhook which you saw in the server URL. So it will send this information to ChatGPT module, and this ChatGPT module will basically analyze the transcript of the entire conversation, and then just provide the output in a JSON format. So as you can see, this is the output. It's in a JSON format or JSON language, and we'll be parsing this information using this parse JSON module, and then we'll be sending all the information to an Airtable module. Now I'm using Airtable as my CRM. This is Airtable, by the way. This is how it looks like. And if you want a different, let's say a different CRM, then you can also use that. And if you want to sign up for Airtable, just head over to airtable.com. You can just create a free account and connect this with your make.com scenario easily. It's not paid. You can just set this up within a few minutes. All right. Anyways, let's say you want to use maybe Google Sheets, then you can just click on Google Sheets, and you'll be able to do that just fine. You can use Google Sheets as your CRM anytime you want. And also, it's important that we create a notification system for the business owners, of course. So they need to stay in check of when the AI is actually booking the appointments or not. How's the call? How's the progress actually going during the calls? So we want to be sending all the notifications to the business owners. All right. So I'm using emails as my notification system for now, but you can also use SMS, maybe WhatsApp, or any system you want for, yeah, just communicating the information. All right. So as you can see, that's how it looks like, and yeah, this is basically it. This is the information that we got from the parsation module. Basically, this parsation module basically splits out the JSON key value pairs into separate values, so we can basically map the values over here pretty easily. And this is the customer contact number which we got from this webhook, of course. So if you click over here, you'll be able to find this and head over to customer, and you'll be able to find the number over here, right? Now this is basically it, and yeah, you can also add the subject over here, right? So once you do all of that, you'll be receiving emails similar to this one, and of course you can customize the emails according to the way you want, and yeah, personalize this accordingly. All right guys, so basically this is it for today's video. I hope you guys found this video valuable, and yeah, if you have any suggestions or if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments down below, and subscribe to the channel. This really helps the channel grow. I really appreciate that. So this is it for today's video guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.